What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I like to do the 4K review of 19... What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I like to do the 4K review of 1976 King Kong. I actually got this a day early from Amazon, which is the first time ever, so thank you, Amazon. This was a first time viewing, first time watch of the movie, and I actually waited because I think this was announced, was it January, December or January, something like that, and anyway, so I just waited until the 4K arrived, which was today. So. The movie stars Jeff Bridges, Charles Grodin, and which I forgot that he's the actor who's in Beethoven and Midnight Run. I was like, I know that guy. So anyway, and then it was introducing Jessica Lange, who is a fox in this movie. Holy cow! But she's really good. It's her first film role. And I thought she did a phenomenal job for her first film. Right here is the Paramount 4K Steelbook. This is also has a sleeve. I'll take the sleeve off, so just like this, and nothing in the back. And then here is the Steelbook itself. I don't know why they have her in her Skull Island outfit, but she's right there. And open that up. Really great 4K steelbook, to be honest with you. I will take the disc because I forgot to do that. And here's the inside. So really good. This actually might be one of my favorite 4K steelbooks from Paramount. Beautiful design, well thought out, and yeah, I'm actually surprised with the packaging. So phenomenal job, Paramount. No complaints with that. And there's no damages with Amazon delivery, so thank goodness, because wow, yeah, what a great release, physical release by Paramount. As far as the story goes, this is a remake to the original Kong, just modernized for the 1970s. I actually like this remake. Looking at trailers and stuff like that, I thought it was going to be kind of cheesy, which it kind of is, but the story itself, I thought it was actually pretty dang good. And I really liked how once the island group, this civilization, they, of course, capture Jessica Lange and they sacrifice her to Kong. But of course, Kong's not going to eat her, obviously, or kill her. I thought it was really good, just the whole romantic story that was developed in this version. And I don't know. I just thought it was really good. I don't know if it was as good as my first Kong movie that I saw, which was Peter Jackson. Sorry, Peter Jackson's King Kong with Naomi Watts. That was the first one that I actually saw, and I don't know. I think this one might be better in the relationship between Kong and Jessica Lange. And I thought how the story was told throughout the entire movie was pretty good. Charles Grodin plays a good villain in this movie. So I was shocked because I've actually never seen him as a villain. And so I, of course, will always remember him as in Beethoven. But I was shocked at how much I liked this film. I don't know if you guys thought the same thing too, uh, because, like I just said multiple times, but I grew up watching the later Kong by Peter Jackson, and so I just thought that this was cheesy, and it totally wasn't. At least the story was. Um, this film was actually nominated for 3 Oscars and won an Oscar for visual effects. And it was nominated for sound and was it cinematography? I can't remember. I apologize, but that surprised me as well. That and I could see why this won for visual effects because at the time, this was fantastic. The 4K transfer. I'll just go dive into that. Oh, really quick. Again, this was my first time watching it, and so at the end of the movie, for those who have seen this movie, it was brutal, man. You know, his everyone knows how Kong kind of meets his end, and it was brutal. I was kind of shocked. I believe that they wouldn't make it that brutal in the way that he dies in current times. So I and Jessica Lange's acting when Kong eventually dies, and Jeff Bridges, the scenes that he does towards the end of the film, I just thought it was just great acting from everyone. I was very surprised. So very positive experience with the movie itself. As far as the 4K transfer from Paramount, we always cross our fingers with Paramount releases and this was a good 4K transfer. At least it was for me, and yeah, this was a good 4K transfer. I thought the grains looked pretty good. So there was good detail and in the picture. I thought that whenever there was bright daylight scenes, it looked very vibrant. And close-ups, it looked detailed. The night scenes, in Skull Island and in New York looked good. Looked really good. Close-ups with Kong was fantastic. The animatronics, the thing with, of course, with 4K, that you can tell whenever there's a green screen and just stuff that isn't realistic. It kind of shows out a little bit more. However, I really enjoyed the film itself, and so I didn't mind of how this film looked on 4K and just the effects. That some scenes that you could tell were obviously fake, but like I said, I didn't mind at all. I was very happy. As far as the 4K transfer, again, that this was in a combination because this actually was first released by Studio Canal back in 2022. Paramount and Studio Canal worked on the 4K transfer. It was a camera negative from the 35 millimeter film. And like I said, it looked really good. No complaints at all with the 4K transfer. So beautiful job from Paramount. The audio was a 5.1, and from what the information that I saw is that they made some corrections or just improved the audio. And so I don't know if it's the same audio with the with the Studio Canal. I assume so, but yeah, I was happy with the 5.1 as well. So I would definitely say that this is a pick up. Go ahead and buy this film because the packaging itself is fantastic. It's one of my favorites from Paramount. And the 4K transfer looked really good. Healthy grain, good details. Is it reference? No, but I thought it was a very good transfer, especially for how old the film is. Very satisfied with how it looked and how it sounded. So must I think it's a must buy, especially if you're a fan of Kong, and of course if you're a fan of the film. So guys, thanks again for watching my video. I appreciate it. And my question to you guys is, what is your favorite Kong film? As I mentioned, my first film that I could remember that I fully watched was Peter Jackson's King Kong with Naomi Watts and Adrian Brody. I barely remember watching Kong with my dad, and I remember the baby gorilla that was there. But like again, I was really young, so I kind of don't count that. So I think Peter Jackson's King Kong, kind of holds a special place in my heart because I actually really enjoyed it, and I have the 4K as well. But yeah, I'd like to hear your guys's take of what's your favorite Kong movie. There's been many, and I was satisfied with this version of Kong. So thank you guys again, and have a great day.